Hello, welcome to Java Quick Guides. Today we're going to talk about Java primitive data types. So I have them all listed here. There's only a couple, and I believe it's a really good idea to go over them and just understand what each one does. So we first have this byte data type, and the byte obviously has a size of 1 byte. That of course has 8 bits in it. The byte is used to store really small numbers or just characters. Speaking of which, we also have this character guy down here, which holds characters, but in this case in 2 bytes because it can hold more than just 256 characters. We have the short data type here. The short data type is like a shortened version of an integer. So it's typically unsigned, which means numbers from 0 to 16 bits in this case, and that's of size 2 bytes. An integer is very similar to a short, except it's signed, which means you also get the negative numbers. That's 4 bytes or 32 bits. The long, that's a lengthened version of an integer, and you can actually represent that with this L at the end of the number. If you want to, you can specify the data type of a long, float, and double by typing in an L, F, or D. And whether it's uppercase or lowercase doesn't matter, but by standard, the long is uppercase and the float and the double, they're both lowercase. With that being said, we also have floating point value numbers and double precision numbers as well, both of which are 4 and 8 bytes. The F here isn't required. However, if you type in a decimal like this, it's going to give you an error. It's going to say that you have to cast it to a float, which you can. However, sometimes it's easier to just type in an F at the end, which automatically does the job for you. You of course have the Boolean here. Java doesn't really give a specific size to memory, and I wouldn't really worry about it. It's just a couple bits, I'd imagine, because it just holds either true or false. Then of course our char, like I was talking about before. Now, some languages include the string as being a primitive data type, but in Java it is not. A string is actually a collection of characters, and so its size is dynamic based off how many characters are in the string. And yeah, I mean, every object, their size just varies based off the primitive data types that are held within inside of them. And yeah, hopefully you guys learned something today. Review this. I'm going to put a link in the description regarding where this information came from, so if you want to read more up on it, feel free to. Have a great day.